In 2024, 25% of developers used C++, while 22% used C#, according to JetBrains. Both languages are powerhouses in game development, with C++ driving Unreal Engine and C# fueling Unity. But which one is right for your project? In this video, we'll break down their differences to help you decide. Beyond its role in major engines like Unreal, C++ powers many lesser-known game engines, thanks to its rich collection of mature libraries like SDL and SFML. Though SDL is technically a C library, it's a go-to in C++ projects for tapping into low-level hardware. Think audio, keyboards, mice, and graphics. Why does this matter? Because games thrive on lightning-fast input and output, and C++ with SDL delivers just that. Then there's C#, stepping onto the scene 15 years after C++, but making waves with libraries like MonoGame. MonoGame is a powerhouse, supporting every platform you can game on, desktops, mobiles, even consoles. A peek at its GitHub repo reveals 91% C# code with just a sprinkle of C++ at 5%. By contrast, SFML's repo is 88% C++. This shows the C family's grip on game development, driven by raw performance, compile-time magic, manual memory control, and rock-solid cross-platform support. These are the tools that fuel the split-second, GPU-charged world of modern games. But here's the kicker. C# is a high-level language. How does it keep up with gaming demands, say in Unity? Actually, it does not. Even though you write your scripts in C#, Unity's actual engine is written in highly optimized C++. And not only this, Unity also uses a toolchain called intermediate language to C++, which converts your C# code into C++ before compiling it into native code. Also, C# uses a garbage collector, which is a deal breaker for game development, but Unity provides patterns to minimize GC allocations like using object pools or avoiding new in the main loop. But why? Why does Unity want to do extra work? Because they want to target indie developers and small teams. And as we know, game dev is super iterative. You tweak a value, test it, and tweak again. That loop is way faster in C# because there is no long compile and errors are usually higher level, which are easy to debug. Unity chose C# not because it's the fastest, but because it lets you make games the fastest. And when they really need speed, they just cheat and go back to C++ behind the scenes. Looking at historical data, C++ was used by 18% of developers in 2017, compared to C# at 20%. Fast forward 8 years to 2024, and C++ usage has grown by 8 percentage points, while C# has increased by just 2%. Despite some fluctuations in between, C++ has clearly seen stronger adoption growth over this period. Breaking down usage by software type across 16 categories, C# dominates in 7 areas, including websites, cloud services, business applications, and web services. Meanwhile, C++ leads in 8 categories such as game development, system software, hardware, and home automation. The languages are tied at 10% adoption in IT infrastructure, creating an interesting competitive landscape. But wait, what about compensation? While online sources suggest nearly identical average salaries for both languages, this deserves closer examination. C# salaries are heavily influenced by Microsoft's substantial use of the language and their competitive compensation packages. Beyond Microsoft, relatively few major companies like Unity and Accenture extensively use C#, creating a bimodal salary distribution with distinct high and low tiers. In contrast, C++ offers a more evenly distributed salary range across industries. This difference becomes evident when examining the percentage share of top-paid developers. C++ professionals represent 32% of high earners in this sector, while C# developers account for only 24%. C++ or C#, either way, your family still won't understand what you are doing with your life.